Now, good morning, students. Today we'll continue with the Drug Information Services next part about the approach. What is the drug information skill to approach to the answer to the drug information questions? So, drug informers should understand the nature of the question and should ask all the needed questions to get the ultimate questions. So the most specialist today we use the modified systematic approach, which is designed by the host and the care vote scientists. These are a 7-step follow-up. First is the demography of the requester. Next is obtain a background information. Determine the categorized ultimate questions. Develop the research strategy and conduct the research. Next is to perform, evaluate, analyze and synthesize the information. Next is to formulate and provide the response and conduct the follow-up and the demonstration. Here we will study one by one. The step 1 is to secure the demography of the requesters. First of all, we should know who is the requester, whether he is a medical or non-medical person, educated or uneducated person, what is the name, location, phone, email, etc. Information of the requester. This determine the type of the response that will be given to the requester. Second is obtain the background information. This is the most important to diagnose the compile the data with the background information, where the requester heard or read about the drug, is he or she taking the medicines, why he is taking the medicines, if he or she a caregiver wants to take the medicines or is taking the medication. This helps determining what additional information should be provided in the drug information. Third step is to determine and categorize the ultimate question. Whatever the question has been asked by the inquirer, we have to find the answer by questioning according to the request, putting the pieces of the information together to form the ultimate questions. And once it has been determined, the next step is to categorize the question. Fourth step is to develop strategy and conduct the research. So first of all, we have to strategize should be developed with a typical algorithm with three essential components: the tertiary, secondary and the primary literature. We have to perform evaluation. Next step is the perform evaluation, analysis and synthesis. We have to provide whatever the provider should take the time to evaluate the information which has been gathered. It should be analyzed and synthesize it into a good reply. Next step is formulate and provide the response. An outline should be established to help formulate a response to the drug information request. It is important to have an introduction, body and the conclusion of the drug information query. Next step, last, is the seventh step, that is to conduct the follow-up and the documentation, checking with the requester to make sure his or her question has been sufficiently and completely answered. Of the vital importance is to document all the steps taken in this process. The next step is the drug literature evaluation. Among skills of drug information is a knowledge of the drug literature evaluation, which allows one to provide a critical analysis of the literature and have a better understanding of the studies done in the health and the medicines. It is a key component to provide a good quality answer to a requester. Being able to separate good data from poor data is essential. Knowing the limitation of any study can help in evaluating the usability of its data. The drug information specialist will often use some standard questions to help in this process. Several references provide the guides to evaluate the medical and the pharmacy literature. So, a better knowledge of the literature evaluation is must while working in a drug information center. Some of the general guidelines for the responses of the while responding to the drug information. It should not be guessed and take a several ethical issues in account while giving the response. First is the patient privacy must be maintained. Patient physician relationship cannot be breached. Response is not necessary if the inquirer intends to misuse or abuse the information that is provided. Organize the information before attempting to communicate the response to the inquirer. Tailor the response to the inquirer's background. Tell the inquirer where the information was found. Alert the inquirer of the possible delay when it takes a longer than the anticipated to answer the question. Ask if the inquirer's question is answered by the information or not, whether he is satisfied or not. Next is the Drug Information Center. So the Drug Information Center in general, it is a general service providers which provide the information about the drug relating to the therapies, pharmacoeconomics, education and research programs. It provides the unbiased information to healthcare professionals and or patients and the consumers. Many centers also provide the workshops or other forms of training to enhance the skill of the healthcare professionals. A drug information center is usually a unit located within or affiliated with the large organizations. That is a pharmaceutical association, a hospital, etc. So, in a drug information center, one is the most important is the staffing. In the staff, pharmacist is important. Specialist who should be specialized with a proper knowledge of the drug and the actions associated with it with academic degree. They provide the drug information. Pharmacy technicians and their students, they assist the pharmacists in providing the information like literature searching, retrieval of data, resources updating, etc. People trained in library science with the computer knowledge, they are supporting staff and the DIC for their own expertise. The center should have a specific hour of operation like 24 hours probably, and adequate technologies resources, that is computer phones, faxes, lines, etc. The drug information center should have a latest publication and ideally publish a newsletter or other information updates. The role of the pharmacist in the drug information center is to ready to go for information all the time. So the drug information pharmacist is at interface of vast amount of knowledge on site the persons needing the knowledge on other. uh, Talking about the drug information bulletin, it has to be published as the latest developments in the medical sciences and the newly introduced drugs, new indications and other information regarding the drugs. One of the PTC's duty is to assist the pharmacist in conducting a teaching program within the hospital through a pharmacy publication. The methods employed to disseminate the interdepartmental information are usually the bulletin boards, notices, and the committee meetings. The bulletin normally publishes the latest development in the medical sciences, the newly introduced drugs, new indication for certain drugs, newer drug delivery system, updates on drug interaction, and ADR. Pharmacist is normally held responsible for its publication. However, the contributions are obtained from the pharmacists, physicians, and nursings and other interested groups like therapeutic dietitians for food drug interactions for publishing the bulletin. The content should, however, be educative and informative. That's all for the Drug Information Center.